everyone, a Merry Christmas, and of course today's video is very obvious in the title, if you've seen the title already. It is a What I Got for Christmas video 2016. Now I know many of you are like really excited about this and I hope you've had a good Christmas as well. I just love these videos so much. I know I'm probably going to get presents later on in the day, but because lots going on I wanted to get this done and over and stuff. But I also just love the fact that I can show you what I got for Christmas, and it's probably the only kind of video that is like a proper video that I do because I don't do much. I have quite a few things but I don't have many. I'm not one of those people who gets a lot, so anyway, we'll just see what I've got. So the first thing I'm going to show you that I got for Christmas is Louise's new diary. And of course, if you, I don't know if I put the video up yet, but if you have seen my other video, which is my favourites video for like December/2016, you'd have known that I liked the new diary, which is actually in here, this diary. This is probably one of my favourite presents because I asked for it for Christmas because I thought I wanted to get it again because I want to do this tradition where I always write in the diary every day. I don't know if I'm going to be using it as the same as I did the last time because I used the diary for writing my days and how my day went, but I think I might like use it because if I don't, like why should I buy a diary and not use it? So I'm probably going to do the same thing because what I am hoping to do soon, not now because of course I've got this diary, like in like a few years time I am hoping to like write diaries fully. This is kind of like the first step to writing in diaries again and getting into the habit because I used to do it. I just love it because I think this is the best diary that she's brought out so far. Her other diary was nice but it was plain, and I think because it was her first one, it's, you know, it's exciting, but then when she brings out another one everyone thinks that the second's better, and I think she's really done really well. And I like how she's put pictures of her with her friends and I adore seeing all that sort of stuff, so I love that present as well. And I'm no way being biased on, I'm not, you know, being like, what, I don't know what you call it, I'm not bragging in any way, shape or form. I'm just simply showing you what I got for Christmas, as most of you probably will do the same. Next up, it isn't really exciting, but if you've watched Called Midwife, you know that like Jennifer Worth, the person who brought the books out and eventually was made into a TV series, it was really good. And during the time I was at school, well, I was still in school, when I was in year 7 I read the first book, which was called The Midwife. It was the first one, but then I actually asked for the full series of the books. I think there's one more which I'll probably ask for my birthday or something like that, and I basically got all 3 of them because I've always been meaning to read the rest of them, and I wasn't sure if they were in my school library. So they're the 3 books. There's probably one more. Another book, I'm just going to kind of go through the books first because I've got a few books. The next book is Bridget Jones's Baby. This is out on DVD, I think. I don't know if it's out on DVD, but I went to the cinemas to watch this and it was really good. And of course I actually had to ask for it for Christmas. I think I did ask for the I actually asked for all the books, but Mum said this was the only book that came. And I thought, well, it doesn't really matter because, you know, this is the new latest one. And it's just brilliant. I can't wait to read that if I ever get a chance to read it. And it's just lovely in hardback, and the cover is just lovely. If any of you are a Bridget Jones fan. Next up, I have the Victoria letters, and if you haven't watched Victoria, this has got Jenna Coleman in who was from Doctor Who, was Clara in Doctor Who. I loved watching her play Victoria in this series, and the way she plays it is good. She's small, she was like the right size, and it's just brilliant. And it just talks about the characters, and I'm not too sure if it actually talks about, I'm not actually sure if it talks about like the series or if it just talks about Victoria letters, like letters that she wrote and stuff like that. So it's kind of just mainly about Queen Victoria, and I am quite like a history person because whenever someone talks about some sort of person in the past, I'm so interested to know more. So that was a good present that I got. Next present I had to get was Joe Suggs' second instalment to the username series, which was a username regenerated. I just get these books because I feel like if I watch the YouTuber I have to get the merch, but not necessarily. Because I have the other one and I read the other one, I thought I'd get this one as well, which I was really, really excited about. And I'm probably going to read it really quick. That is the good thing about these books, you read them quick. And it's just brilliant. And I hope I can get it signed. Well, I don't know. I think we're going from the boring stuff. Well, not boring stuff. And I also got Alice Through the Looking Glass, which my mum said something to me a few days ago. And she kind of, well, she said I was getting that. And I was like, it doesn't really matter, but hey. I was expecting it anyway, so it wasn't really, like she'd ruined it. But, of course, it's a good film to watch. And if I feel really, like, miserable one day, or something like that, if I'm having a bad day, the best thing to do is probably cheer me up with a DVD. And then, of course, another DVD is Finding Dory and Finding Nemo. I loved this. Finding Nemo was brought out when I was born, so it's kind of like a childhood film, and it is really good. I actually got this from my mum's boyfriend for Christmas. So was the Victoria, hi. So was the Victoria letter from my mum's boyfriend as well, but I asked for it for Christmas anyway. And yeah, so it's really nice, and it's just so good that that one was brought out, and it was brilliant. I really enjoyed it. Next thing I got was Zoe's stationery set, and this is basically just like post-it notes, but in the form of like a book. So when you open it, you get this inside. So for every day of the week, you have this, which is basically just to like plan out like your days of what you're doing in the week, and then of course what your highlights of the week is, and then highlights of like next week, what you're looking forward to next week. And of course you've got some post-it notes at the side there, and then of course you've got big plans and stuff. So this is like really organised, and because I've got like lots of revision, like because being in year 11 you'll have lots of revision stuff, I just thought getting something that I obviously will need is probably the best thing to do for Christmas this year, since it's a big year for people who are doing GCSEs. And if you haven't got this for just yet, then we'll just have to wait and see.